So hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna teach you how to beat Chronos in Hades 2. So if you don't know, the final boss is Chronos and he's gonna be the one you're gonna be fighting again and again because this is a roguelike, and once you beat him once it's not gonna be like the end of it, so you have to beat him again. So I'm gonna teach you a guide on how to efficiently beat him. So let's start with phase 1. And in his phase 1, Chrono starts fight slow, but don't get too comfortable. This phase about learning his rhythm. What I like to do is I watch his opening and stuff like that, and his main move is a wide side slash in front of him. So he usually winds it up for half a second, then like dodge diagonally through him to avoid the hitbox, and land behind him for a few hits. If he spins the sight in place, it means an AoE pulse is coming, so step back, wait for the shockwave, then close in again. Just be sure not to be too aggressive. One of my biggest faults in one of my runs is a bit too aggressive, so I just stay mid range. Sometimes he throws the sight, spins the arena before turning. As I said, stay mid range and keep moving sideways. Don't chase him while it's still flying. When the sight returns to him, that's a great window to re-engage. So, Chronos time zones, he drops glowing circles that slow your movement. Never fight inside them, so bait him to cast one, then step out and reposition. So if you get caught in one, focus on only dodging and not attacking until it fades. And, summons and traps, he occasionally, spawn rats or flag pillars. One of the things that I did to deal with this is that I went on Tartarus and find Hades. I got a boon for him that haps the summons and the flags he uses. So that's really useful. Kill the rats if there are rats. This one fast, or like the little minions. The turret ones are quite annoying. I suggest you deal with them first. So destroy pillage first if they give him shields or buffs. They usually have low HP. I find that charging my special or just charging my regular attacks kind of just remove them, so that's pretty good. Counter windows, so every time Chronos finishes a combo, he pauses for about 1 second. That's your chance to unload your special or cast. Avoid long attack chains. It's better to get 2 safe hits than eat one of his massive swings, unless you have the boon of I think it was I forgot the god, but he gives you like a bonus dodge chance if you have a lot of boons. Something, I think it's Hermes. Yeah, it's Hermes. So some of his attacks push you forward toward the arena's edge, where visibility drops. Keep the fight centered. It's easier to see incoming projectiles. Now phase 2 is a bit harder. After you drain his first health bar, Chronos powers up and the environment shifts. Everything moves faster, but his attack logics kind of seems the same. Just a lot of environmental stuff gets added. It'll reuse the same moves, but now mix them together. Side throws with AoE pulses or minions plus time zones. Save zones appear more often. Stand inside them or channels a large explosion. Don't stay still. Move diagonally, dash often, unless you're in that save zone. That like small pixels of save zone. You need to be inside of that. When his HP gets low, he can chain 2 or 3 AoEs back to back. Stay patient and only attack when he stops moving. Best weapon to use. One of my runs, I use a Umbral Flame, the Candle Staff. Good for mid range. You can get consistent damage while dodging. Sister's Blades, it's good for people who want to be aggressive and fast and safe. Argent Skull is like range and reliable, so you stay mobile while letting the skull hit him from afar. But I use that spear like staff thing, and that kind of went really well. So best boons and best relic or keepsakes to use. You can use Commander Skelemius in in his fight. You can, once you arrive in Tartarus, I suggest you switch to Commander Skelemius. Keepsake, you can get that by giving him like a drink after you respawn and stuff like that, and it'll give you that keepsake. One of my best boons is actually Aphrodite and Estia. Like she gives, Hestia gives like a scorch, and that scorch goes to 99, and that passively brings his health down. And I like using Aphrodite because she has a, she has a move set that, a reward that gives you more magic once you're closer to an enemy. So that's really useful for spamming stuff. So, give whenever you see like a blessing of Hestia, be sure to give her so you can get her keepsake. That way you can get like a Hestia, a really good Hestia boon at the start. Then you just switch to Commander's Calameus too. That's just like an added Death Defiance. I didn't really use Death Defiance in my last run, but that's pretty good. So, you know, always have a Death Defiance for phase 2. Don't get greedy, hit and dash, various attack sounds and stuff like that. And if you're struggling, focus on surviving phase 1 perfectly. Phase 2 becomes way easier when you practice this base pattern. And yeah guys, that's the full breakdown of Chronos and Hades 2. If you want like a cool Easter egg, try pausing when you're fighting him. That was really fun. So, stack mobility boons, stay calm when the screen gets chaotic. Once you learn the timing, it's a very clean fight. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope this helps you clear the Titan of Time. If it did, drop a like. I'll see you in the next run. Bye-bye.